Callie from MOY Resin MB, and I just wanted to share how I'm gonna fix a mold. I got a little overzealous with the torch. I know you're not supposed to use a torch in a mold, but I couldn't help myself. So now I'm paying the price. You can look down here and see some rough spots. The glitter got stuck to the side at a couple of the areas. So what we're going to do is get in here and repair that. I'm going to take my X-Acto knife, cut it out, and then I'm going to fill in those spots and try out the mold, because right now it's not usable. And we'll try it out and see how things came out. So let's get to it. Okay, here we go. Let's get some light on the subject. I tried to angle this lizard so you can see what I'm doing, and I can still see what I'm doing. Light. And there we go. Okay, so I picked 2 different knives, and hopefully by the end of this video, you don't vote me most likely to cut myself. So I thought we'd try a curved one out and then a pointy one. So we're gonna just cut this out. Here, I first tried to freeze it, and that didn't work. So let's just try and cut this off of here. It's this isn't on there, right? Still loose. All right. I just want to try to cut the rough stuff off. Not dig too deep. I mean, it could have been from the depth of the pour, but I'm pretty sure I used resin that could be this deep. Well, actually, we did it in 3 different layers. We made something in 3 different layers, so that couldn't have been why. It had to be the torch that just overheated this right here. Okay, so I am going to work on getting this off without putting a hole in here, and then I'll be back to put the silicone over top of it to fill it in. Okay, and we are back. I'm trying to give you a close-up here of what I am doing. I finished cutting out some of the silicone with a X-Acto knife, and then there's 2 other spots that I worked on as well. I have purchased this silicone, 100% silicone waterproof sealant, and we're going to use that plus some of the silicone brushes, different angle silicone brushes, and try to fill that in, smooth it out, and let it dry. It takes 24 hours to fully cure. I want to say cure. This doesn't have to cure, but dry. So 24 hours. And what I did was, I'll show you here, you know, cut the tube at a slant so that it wouldn't come out. Well, it would just be more easier to use when it came out. So, and then I have the silicone brush. We're just going to try to fill the spot in, smooth it out, and then we'll test it after 24 hours. What I'm going for is trying to fill in the hole, and hopefully you won't be able to see the texture of it too much. And we'll be able to continue using this mold then. Doesn't seem like it's that hard so far. Okay. By George, I think that's gonna work. Just want to try and smooth this corner out a little bit. And don't want to let it sit for 24 hours and see how smooth it came out. We'll be back. Okay, is everyone ready to see if our silicone held up? I put 3 layers of resin, completely filled this mold. Let's see. Okay, so we waited the 24 hours for the repair to dry, and then tried it out, poured a lizard, and it held up, and poured another one. It's still good. So I just want to show you a close-up of what the mold looks like after the repair and after 2 pours. So you can see there's a little bit of texture, barely, definitely not any holes where we cut out the glitter and tried to fill it, and you can, some of it did transfer over the texture, like here and here, not really in the main area. Maybe I can add a little bit more silicone. I think when it dried, it shrank a little bit. So, yep, that is the results of repairing our silicone mold instead of throwing it out, and I think it looks awesome. I'm so glad that we get to keep our lizard mold, And I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you ever run into a problem with your mold where it needs a repair like we did, well, hopefully you'll remember this and be able to save it. Thanks for watching.